going on, everybody? It is time. It's the Sixers post-game show. Thank you for tuning in. It is the final score produced by Out of the Box Sports Entertainment here. My name is Paul Spencer. That is the showstopper, Dave Yarnell. Dave, Sixers win. What's going on?
I don't know, man. It's 2 in a row at home, baby. They're hot.
Woo! 3-1, Dave.
3-1, baby.
You know, we always talked about, the Sixers. Are they a good team? I'm not going to bleed into too much, Dave. Hey, beat the Raptors twice, beat the Blazers, lost to the Bucks. But hey, win who's in front of you, Dave? 3-1 right now, brother.
Yeah, 3-1, looking good right now. First half they came out pretty storming from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call it? Harris had a big day. He was on tonight. When he's on, he just carries the load right now. I mean, he had 23 tonight. Big day for him. And of course, the big man had 28. It's a big day for him too. But the Raptors came out on fire in the first half. They looked pretty good. I mean, they were held up. They were with them until the third quarter.
Yeah. It's funny, last night, on the last show we did, Dave, the post-game show, and I said to Tobias Harris, I was like, man, you know what? I wanted him to go back to the Clipper days where he had the green light to get that 15 to 20 shot every night. He shows he can score, Dave. 2 for 6 from the three-point line, 17 shots, 10 shots made, 23 points. That's Tobias I want to see, because to me, this is a three-headed team. It's Embiid, it's Maxey, it's Harris. Who was the third guy to step up? It's got to be Harris, Dave. He's shooting the ball. When he shoots, he's on fire. Yes, you're going to have cold nights. 23 points tonight, Dave. You got to get Harris the ball to conduct this offense too.
I totally agree. And Oubre actually hadn't started tonight. He was the fifth guy, which I was very surprised he didn't come off the bench. I thought he would. But Mr. Oubre had 23 points tonight. He had a good day.
Yeah, I mean, he's averaging 18 points a game, Dave. A newly acquisition here. He's playing great as well. Tonight, it showed a little bench. I mean, they went, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 deep tonight, Dave. 11 people got the game tonight. Of course, Covington, Martin, they were new people coming in here, so they weren't going to get a lot of playing time, of course.
Well, they just got here. You just got here. You got to give them, give them time to learn the offense and everything. Learn the plays.
They're not going to get sufficient time until a couple, get their feet wet into the system here. The Sixers, even though Robert Covington has been here before, he knows the players. He knows the adaptability.
Well, it's been a while since he's been here, but he has been here before. It's been,
you're not going to give them playing time tonight, but I'm just glad that it gave us a glimpse to see, okay, Oubre off the bench, he could score 20. In the starting unit, he could score 22. This guy's a pure player. It's a great acquisition. Now, it seems to me that this is going to be the starting five moving forward. This is what I'm seeing right now.
It sure looks like it's going to be the starting five. I mean, I don't see how it can't be. But, I mean, I think I expect a little bit more from Paul Reed off the bench for Embiid. I mean, Embiid's playing a lot of minutes, man. Every time he played the whole third quarter. I mean, Paul Reed came in. I mean, he had 10. I get it, but I mean, I think you got to do a little bit more than that.
But in your point right there, Dave, I want to see Paul Reed get some more action too.
I'm sure he had 6. I said 10. He had 6 tonight.
Yeah, you got to get the big man, some time off there. I like to see him start the game, of course, go down, 6 to 7 minutes at that 4-minute range, get him out of the game the first half, the second half, third period, the same, third quarter, the same thing. Fourth quarter, get the break early, let him play the entire game out in the fourth quarter when you're going to need him. But Reed, he has to get more minutes. But my question, Dave, why did you go out and get Mo Bamba when my man is playing 1 minute a game?
Yeah, I can't figure that out for the life of me. I mean, Mo Bamba's a good player. I don't understand why he's not getting any time. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
He should get a little bit more playing time. You went out and got him. You had, 3 centers here. Bamba's more of the spread center, the bigger guy, the defensive presence, of course. He can score. He's a little, as a rookie, sort of like a rookie compared to Embiid, of course. Reed the same way, but I don't know if they're conservative and they want to keep him down to the down to the wire in a playoff run to expel that time. But in games like this, he should be getting more than 1 minute, Dave. Honestly.
Well, Beverly gives you minutes too. He's that guy. I mean, once Covington learns the offense, he'll be back in the lineup. He'll rotate it. Nick Nurse will rotate it once he gets it down. I'm sure he will. I'm not problem with that.
I mean, a lot of people like Beverly. I don't like Beverly as much.
I don't mind him. I mean, he's scrappy. Like he loves to he's a scrappy player if you watch him.
Yeah, he is a scrappy player, but to me, he's like that little rat that I can't stand. You know what I mean?
He's the guy you can't stay on the court. Yeah, he's that guy.
One of these players, like, you know what? Like, oh shit, I got to deal with this scrub tonight, Beverly.
Yep. Yeah, he's
he's like one of those coaches, players back in the day where all you did is you're not going to score. Go out and just manipulate, get in the guy's nerves, stay man on man. Like one of those things where I want to know what flavor gum he's chewing. That's the type of beverage he is.
But it's funny tonight. The man off the bench tonight was Korkmaz. Man, Korkmaz had 10 points tonight.
He had a Korkmaz setting tonight. The one play that stood out to me, Dave, when he stripped the ball down low in the paint, he kicked it to Embiid. Embiid's coming down. I think it was Embiid coming down on the fast break. Kicked the ball to Maxey. And did you see what he actually did when Korkmaz scored? Did you see what Embiid did to him?
I refresh my memory on that one.
It was like this to him.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I saw.
Like, I
did see that.
I see you, Corky.
Yeah,
Corky.
Well, he came off the bench. He hit that 3 right away. That was huge.
Yeah.
And the place went nuts. And I mean, Korkmaz doesn't get much time, but when he does get in there, he's not afraid to shoot the ball. That's for sure.
He has a green light. He's a shooter out there too. He had 10 points off the bench. And the funny thing is, he was denied a trade last week, Dave. He wanted out of here.
I know. But the funny part is, too, like tonight, him and Embiid actually had a one-on-one thing. It was really good. Embiid actually trusts him, and I like that. That's a good thing.
It's good. And what I like about this team moving forward, we know Robert Covington is a pure shooter. He's an outside shooter that can spread the floor, too. I like what I see in tonight. If I'm Nick Nurse, I'm saying, you know what, man, maybe we're glad we kept Korkmaz because he's a shooter. When he gets hot, he's on.
Sure. I mean, he
can shoot.
He's not much on defense, but he can shoot the ball. No doubt about it.
That's what I mean. With him and what's his name out there, Korkmaz and of course Covington, they can shoot when they get hot. So that's building trust from Embiid, Maxey, and Oubre coming in the starting unit here. I think this team is something to deal with. But Dave, I'm not going to read into this too much, brother.
No, neither am I. But on the opposite side of the ball, I thought Barnes had a good night tonight for Toronto. I mean, he had 24. He had a good day.
Yeah, Scotty's playing good. I mean, he had a
good game. And Adebayo, he had 16 too, and Siakam had 10. So, I mean, that's what you're going to get from Toronto. I mean, they're not much. That's pretty much what they are. Do they miss Nick Nurse? Maybe a little. But
I think it's getting used to a new coaching scheme.
That's what I'm thinking too, because they're so used to Nick Nurse being their coach for so many years. So
But I mean, you look at the starting unit, Dave. I mean, all starters in double figures here. The lowest was 18 with Maxey. Harris with 23.
Yeah, light night for Maxey. Not a very. I mean, he had his moments, but I mean that's 18. That's a light night for him.
I mean, this team is very starter heavy. We know that, Dave. Starters can average 15 to 30. Embiid is going to get his 30. Max is going to be about a pure 20. Harris is, if he could shoot like this all the time, have the green light, he could be a 20-point scorer.
But it was funny. Oubre, man, he couldn't miss. Everything he threw up went in tonight. He could have threw a kitchen sink up there. It wouldn't have mattered. It was going in the net.
That's what I want to see. I like the starting unit, Dave, with the top 5 here, of course. Everybody in double figures here. Ben by, of course, by Embiid with 28. He's going to drop 30 a night.
Well, Melton had 4, but okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing, what I want to see. I like to see Oubre come off the bench because of the fact that he's going to give you that instant offense. Who on the bench, Dave, honestly, in your opinion right now, okay? You move Oubre to the 6th spot. He comes off the bench. Other than him, who's going to give you that spark?
Covington. I think it's Covington.
But he's not a ball handler.
Well, he started in the past. He started with games in the past. So if you're gonna start anybody, put Covington in the 5 and bring off Oubre to put them in the 6 hole.
Joe checking in says this team is deep. They are deep in some
They are deep, Joe. Yeah, I agree totally.
The biggest beneficiary is under Nurse, maybe Harris. I agree with that. That's what I said on the last show, Joe. Let me know if you agree with this. I think that with Nick Nurse going back and watching film of the Clippers, when he had Rivers there as a coach, he gave Tobias the green light. Tobias can come out and shoot. He's on. He has the green light. He's not going to pass up the shot. And plus, the good thing with him, he can create his own shot off the dribble too.
Yep.
That's what's good. That's why I like Nick Nurse doing this. He's like, you know what? You have the green light. Embiid, everything's going to run through you too, of course. Just get your ass down in the box a little bit more than we're seeing. But Maxey can penetrate. Harris can penetrate. Oubre can penetrate.
I still say Maxey can't go to his left, though. He's good to his right. He's very good. But to his left, he's a little shaky.
Yeah, everybody has that, Dave. My left hand I can't write with either. So
I can't either. But I'm just saying that's just if you're going to play Maxey, don't let him go to his right. He'll beat you every time.
Yeah, but I mean that's pretty much universal through the entire NBA plus NFL all teams, Dave. Where if you're right-handed, you're dominantly of course dominantly on your right side. A lot of players don't go to that side. That's just something they do. Why do you think a lot of people come off the screen with Maxey? They go to that right, so he goes to his left, but he still has that speed to bounce. That's just the thing they do. Joe says Tobias was put in the corner with Rivers. Exactly. That's why I said Tobias, Korkmaz, and PJ Tucker, Danny Green all had one philosophy to do. Run to the corner, stay into the corner. We dribble, we drive, we kick out to you. If it's off, it's off. Oubre and Tobias, they can create their own shot.
Nurse is letting Harris do his thing, and I think that's what he need. That's what Doc didn't have the Harris do. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when you have a scorer that can score, you got him in a
well,
pretty
Nurse
good
can. I'm saying Harris can score. We know that, and yeah, that's what he's about. So Nurse is just letting Harris go off, and Harris is just doing what he does best. And especially when Harris has an advantage on the other player, he's going to have that. He does that. He's going to have that. He's going to take you to the hole.
And the thing is, he can post you up too. If he gets a small defender, that small forward down, he can put you in the box too. That's just giving Embiid a right to play up top, because you're going to pull, just like Podol tonight. There's their center. You can pull him out. You can put a Harris down the block and go 1-on-1 in the box. If they double team, they kick out. You got pure shooters. You got Maxey. You're going to have a Covington. Korkmaz is there tonight. You have the shooters to manipulate what the other defense is doing.
Sure. I mean, but let's go back to the third quarter. I mean, Sixers put up 32, but Toronto had 28 points in the third quarter. I mean, they put a 28 spot in the third quarter. So
I was a little afraid.
I mean, they went on a little run. It was a little run for Toronto. It looked like they cut it. They kept it within 5, 6, whatever. Then the Sixers just ran away with it.
10 straight points coming out of the third quarter. They came back. They showed something, but the Sixers deep down, they dug and they said, okay, you know what? This ain't going to happen.
We're tired of fooling around. Let's get this done and over with.
Exactly. Yep. Joe says take the money out of it. Tobias is a good player, especially when I agree 100%, Joe.
Oh, no doubt, Joe. He's very good.
Yeah, a lot of people look at that contract, and even I do too. Like, hey, man, you're paying this guy a multi-max contract here. What does he do for the team? Yep. You know what? Now that I look back at it, I'll eat my words, because that was never Tobias. In a way, I knew it, but that was your coaching system, not putting a player in positions to excel. Why are you going to pay a pure shooter, a dribble drive guy, a post-up player, $40 million or whatever he's making, to sit in the corner and be a Danny Green, a one-dimensional Danny Green shooter?
That's not Harris's game.
Let him play. Exactly.
No, but Harris is going to take you to the hole. He can shoot from the outside. His defense is a little light at times, but he can play. I mean, we all know what he's about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to read into it too much, Dave, because the fact is they lose to the Bucks. Okay, upper echelon team. They play the Raptors twice. They beat the rebuilding Blazers without their best player, Anthony.
Without their best player,
Simmons is out on the shelf for a couple more weeks. He's out. Now,
without Dame too. I mean, Dame going to Milwaukee.
Yeah, they have nobody out there. They're just rookies out there. Scooty Henderson's the best player.
They're a young squad. They'll be fine.
They're rebuilding. I'm not worried about that. But I mean, looking at tonight's game, you beat who's in front of you, Dave. You're 3-1. Okay.
Yep.
But is there anything that concerns you of what you've seen so far with this team? Going in 4 games, you're 3-1, Dave. What concerns you?
Right now, I can't say no. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, right now they run the floor. Defense is decent at times. I mean, like I said, Maxey had light nights tonight. Usually he's over 20 until he only had 18. But right now, I like what Nick Nurse is doing. He's rotating this. But tonight, to me, honestly, I think Embiid played a little bit too much. I mean, he played the whole third quarter. There's no reason for that. I mean, he put Paul Reed in there, give him some minutes. I mean, they did a little here and there, but Embiid running up and down the floor, that's gonna hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, that's why I said I would like to see Paul Reed in a little bit more moments in there. I mean, he didn't get a lot of playing time tonight, Dave. He really didn't. You look at his numbers there.
I mean, he only had 6 points. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, he had 12 minutes. So if you consider your backup 2 centers, you have Reed in there and you have Bamba. Dave, I mean, total time for them was 15 minutes. That's a quarter I understand. But you got to give the big man some rest out there.
That's what I'm saying. Big man, I mean, he played the whole third quarter. I mean, there's no reason for that. I mean, really.
True. But Dave, let me ask you this: once Covington comes back, are you going to keep your starters? You're going to keep it Harris, Embiid, Maxey, Oubre. What are you going to do?
Right now, Nurse will until Covington learns the offense, and then we'll see what happens.
You're going to put Covington over Oubre and have Oubre come off the bench.
I think that's the right thing to do because Oubre. I mean, right now it doesn't matter. Oubre it doesn't matter either way you look at it. I mean, Oubre can start at 5; it's fine. But I like him. I like him as a 6 man. I just do. I mean, I think he gets that spark going, and the Sixers go. Yeah, they roll.
Yeah, and I even said that even when they had the dumbass James Harden out there. I even said that too. When Harden comes back, just be a facilitator. You don't have to be that that player, that A1 player. We already have him in the beat out there. You're my third, even though you can score 40 a night. We know that. You bring Harden in as a starter. You put Oubre on the bench and the 6 man coming in. Because to me, when you're man off the bench, your 6th man of the year potential candidate, if he stays off the bench here, he can give you 20 every night, Dave, and he's not afraid to shoot.
Well,
he has the green light.
That's the thing. He can give you 20 every night, but I think tonight, knowing that those guys just got there. I mean, with Covington and the whole trade thing, I think just Covington has to learn the offense, and once he learns the offense, well, maybe we'll see a different story.
No, I agree. I understand Covington's his first game back. You're coming back here. Martin's the same way. You're going to get their feet wet. They only played 1 minute, too. That's just getting them on the field. And it's the best way to get them at home. They know the facility. You travel everywhere. You go to arenas, but it's just to see the home crowd, coming like, wow, we're in Philadelphia now. This is a different animal. This is Philadelphia. This ain't where we played before. It's a different atmosphere. But once time goes in, I still want to see Oubre come off the bench because I like to see Covington a little bit more shooter because without PJ Tucker here, Covington can sit in that pocket and give you 6 to 10 game.
He can shoot and he can play defense too. So
he's a stretch. He's a stretch forward too that can actually play defense too. He has a wingspan. He can get his hands out there, knock balls down, and he's faster than PJ Tucker. He can lead the break. He can spot up for three, and he can dish when he's driving too.
I think Covington actually thought he was going to get more minutes tonight than he did because when he came in there, he didn't look too happy. So I don't know.
I mean, you gotta understand it's his first game, so
he just got there. Yeah, I just got there. I'm not
just as he plays the whole first and third plays, and the second half and the fourth. That's how Nick Nurse does it. Yeah, Nick Nurse has his own system. Every coach has their flows, their tendencies, but that's what I want to see. I want to see I want to see a little bit of protectivity from the bench. I know what Reed can do. He's more of the I want to say the energizer bunny in a way, not the scoring energizer, but he brings that mentality where, if I got to go up and put my body on the line to make a block, I'm going to do it. If I got to get a rebound, I'm putting my body on the line. Not saying Embiid doesn't do it, but I want to see Reed get more minutes because I know we're in game 4, Dave. It's young in the season. Hell, we got 78 games more to go. But,
we got a long way to go.
we have a lot more time, but I want to see the guy get out there, especially in leads where in the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go in a game. You got to remember too.
Reed's 6 fouls. I mean, that's what he's 6 fouls. He'll give you 10. That's what you're looking for to give the big man rest.
And there's another one. Nick Batum can start too. I mean, he's a big guy too. I believe he's 6'8", 6'8" or something like that. Big guy too. So I think he could be in there. This team, once they get acclimated, having Martin out there, have Covington, have Batum out there. This team is going to be deep, Dave. This team.
I forgot about Batum. I forgot about Batum.
You really think about this team. A lot of teams go 8 to 9 in the postseason. Not even that deep a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave. And Marcus Morris, let's talk about him too. He hasn't even touched the floor yet, Dave.
No, he hasn't touched the floor yet. No.
He's a big body. He's a banger and can shoot too.
Sure.
You think about this team, Dave. Your starters, of course. You have your starters. Let's put Oubre on the bench right now, and let's just move Covington up. You know what? Let's just leave it. Let's just leave it the way it is right now.
Leave it the way it is for a few games. See what happens.
Yeah, leave it right there for now. Off the bench, you have Covington, Martin, Reed playing center. Bama can give you a stretch minute. You have Beverly to be the manipulator, the little rat out there, whatever he needs to do. You still have him because he's a shooter. Okay.
Shooter.
Springer, when I even talk about a quick guy too, we can talk about him. Marcus Morris, and then you still have Daniel House.
Daniel House Jr. Yeah.
This team could be 9 or 10 deep, Dave. This is something you want to see.
This is something Doc didn't have. Doc didn't have 8 or 10 deep.
Hey, don't call that dude Doc anymore, okay?
I'm saying, okay, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Rivers.
He's nurse practitioner, Doc. He is nurse.
Whatever. No, but I'm saying Doc didn't have that. He didn't have 10, 11 guys on the bench. He went 8 to 9 at best.
Well, even though he really didn't even know how to use them anyway, going back to the Brent Brown days. No, he didn't know how to use anybody. You know what I mean?
I'm just stating facts.
This team is deep now. This team is deep,
and they have a lot of they're gonna win a lot of games. They'll be fine.
I agree. I don't think I'm gonna put them. It's Dave. It's game 4, but I'm still going to put them number 3 in the Eastern Conference.
I would go Milwaukee, Boston, Sixers, or Sixers. Those top 3 are my,
right I got it flipped in you. I'm going to go Boston 1, Milwaukee 2, Sixers 3.
Okay, whatever. That's fine. Yeah.
Boston's just, even though they lost, what's his name, Marcus Smart, and I think they're going to be, they got Porzingis, and this kid,
they got Porzingis.
averaging 22 a game, and this kid
he's a stud. Yep.
He's good.
And they still have Brown too, so it is what it is.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown. The problem is with this, I don't want to get into the Sixers, but Dave, between Tatum and Brown, that's $100 million.
It's insane. It really is to think about it.
Hey, you know what, Dave? We're not paying the money, brother, so I could give a damn.
Thank God for that.
If it was up to me, you guys would be getting $2 a week. I'd say that. You know what I mean? $2 a week is all I can afford.
Gee, thanks.
Or maybe $2 a game. We'll put it that way. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
3 games a week, you get $6. You get $1 extra for the week. Okay?
I hear you.
Score 50, I'll give you a bonus instead of a quarter. That's what. Hell, we don't have the money. We don't have the budget that some of these other people have. We're out of the box here. We're
exactly right.
Passionate. We're dedicated. That's all.
Hey, we're here.
Exactly. But Dave, hey, listen, man, we're 3-1 now.
3-1.
we both agree that you really haven't played anybody so far. You lost to the Bucks, of course, but
I mean,
we played
Toronto twice and a Portland team. So,
but we play the Suns Sunday.
Suns. Kevin Durant comes to town.
Yep, Kevin Durant comes to town. He's healthy. Devin Booker's back tonight. He's missed the last 2 games with an injury. He comes back tonight. They're actually playing right now, which I want to go watch it about. Their game's already started. But Bradley Beal they just acquired. He's on the shelf. He's already going to be.
That's the one guy I really wanted the Sixers to get. I've been pushing for Bradley Beal for a very long time.
Dave, that was some serious buku dollars.
Right? I know, but I really wanted Bradley Beal on this team. I was a fan in Washington with him. I really was.
But Dave, I'd rather have what we have here. I mean, you think about this. Oubre is let's say a 1/6 the price of Bradley Beal. Okay?
Oh, no doubt. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Oubre's doing great. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a Beal guy. Always was.
I get it. But Beal's going to be out Sunday. So when the Suns come here, you're going to deal with Devin Booker. You're going to deal with Kevin Durant. That's a team that I want to see. It's not considered to me a measuring stick, because a measuring stick to me is when you play the starting 12 of who you play on the other team. That's a measuring stick to me. Phoenix is banged up. It's going to take time. The beginning of the season, we always look at 1 through 10. You're 9-1. You're the best team out there. I don't look at it that way, because a lot of these teams are still gelling. Look at
sure. They're starting to figure themselves out. I mean, it's only been 4 games. I mean,
you look at the Warriors. Chris Paul just came over there. Chris Paul's the floor general. It takes time. I was watching a game last night where him and Draymond actually got a couple words in, where Draymond was in the block, and he had Klay Thompson going on a screen, coming off a little back screen. Klay Thompson hits the outside. Chris Paul takes it over, goes to the opposite side, and hits Looney down low. Draymond comes up and he puts his hands up like this. He's like, Chris Paul's like this. Just calm down, brother. Calm down. I got the system here. We're learning each other. We're learning.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of. I mean, Chris Paul to me is he's unreal. He really is a good player. I mean,
he's a floor. He
just adds to that team. It's amazing.
It does. Yep, it does. Yep. So Dave, listen, we have Sunday. We have a 1:00 game. Sunday's going to be jam packed day, Dave. The NFL. So man, the game's on at 1:00 there.
It's a 1:00 start. Oh wow.
So here's the deal, Dave. This is what I'm thinking. You and I do a Cowboys post game show
Sunday, and they're home. Sixers are home.
Yes.
Oh,
it's going to be crazy. So a lot of people are going to be out there. So
stay out of Philadelphia that day.
You're going to go to the Sixer game. If you got tickets to go to the Eagles game, you're going to go to the Eagles game right there. It's a long day. So, Dave, I'll do the post-game show for the Dallas Cowboys at 12 o'clock. I know you have softball that week.
Yes.
So what we'll do is –
You mean pregame?
Pregame. I'll do the post-game show for the Dallas Cowboys and watch the game from the Sixers at 1 o'clock with the Suns. Right after that, we're going to watch the Dallas Cowboy game. And then how about we do a post-game for the Sixers? How about we do that right after our Dallas Cowboy post-game show?
Wow. It's going to be a long day.
Well, I got 3. You got 2. I got 3, Dave. So how about we do that? So
you're 3 to my 2, right?
Hey, I'm 1 up on you, Dave. I'm 1 up on
you. There you go.
That's why I'm starting and you're not this week, Dave.
Hey, I'm on the bench.
Yep. So here's what we'll do. Yeah, what we'll do, Dave, is we'll do the post game show. How about we do say the game's over at 7:30 for the Dallas, 45 minutes for that, 8:15. How about we do a 9:30 post game show for the Sixers on Sunday night?
Sounds good to me. Sure.
All right.
I'm down.
So guys out there, we appreciate you guys tuning in. So listen, if you're in Philadelphia on Sunday, it's going to be jam packed there. You got the Sixers, you got the Eagles. Sixers and the Eagles.
Who booked that?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you what, we got good news for you. I promise you, we got some damn good news for you here at Out of the Box. If you're down there, you got to go to Wells Fargo. You got to go to that shitty link down there. So here's the deal: if you do get hurt, make sure you call my boy Jason Fine, attorney Big Al, motor vehicle accident, just in case you get down there and somebody or an asshole hits you in the back of the car. Give him a call, motor vehicle accident. You slip at the link, you slip at the Wells Fargo Center. Give my man Jason Fine a call. Workman's comp, don't worry about that. Personal injury claims, you already know he has you covered. 3 convenient off locations: Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Cherry Hill. Call 1-800-HURT-123. Promise you, if you talk to one of our operators, you might even get me on the phone. If you talk to me, I take your case. Promise you. Just mention you heard us from Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. 33 1/3%. And I promise you, no recovery, no fee. 33 1/3%. What other lawyer is going to give you 33 1/3%? Also, Sunday night, you're going to be watching us. Eagles, Sixers, all NFL. After the Sunday night game, you're going to need that monkey cold coffee in the morning on Monday morning. The evolution of flavor-infused coffee. Bourbon chocolate chip, toasted coconut run, Samaritan blend, the newest flavor, organic Perula, Florida. Make sure you use promo code OOTB Sports at monkeycoatcoffee.com. You already know, best of both worlds. Sports, coffee, we got you covered here. Guys, real quick, this is our schedule for the entire week. We got something for everybody. 21 shows this week. That's it. 21 shows. And guess what? Wow. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's 12 shows right there. So we got you covered, of course. So make sure you subscribe. Out of the Box Sports, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, hell, we're everywhere. And as we always say, always think outside the box.
This is true.
Dave, so man, a win is a win, right?
Hey, 114.99 and Sixers win. That's 3-1. Looking good.
3-1. Sunday we got the Suns at home. So, Dave, we're looking pretty good, man. Are we playoff bound, Dave? Are we NBA championship? Larry.
I'm not going that far, but playoff bound, sure. Why not?
Dave, we got 78 more games left.
We got 78 more games to go.
78 more games, Dave. I hate to say it, but we got 78 more games. I feel like Dave, you know what the thing is? Like, I never played pro basketball. I played, high school, JV, of course, little semi league down in the college.
Same here.
My thing is, I feel like I'm a player, Dave. We got 78 games, and we're starting every game, Dave. That's what we're doing.
I know. It's crazy. 78 games is a lot.
I think I'm going to ask the boss for out of the box for a raise if I got to do 82 shows.
Oh, he better give me something.
I tell you, man, I don't know who this cat is, but, man, he better fork up some money, brother, because I'm going to be starting 82 games. I want a raise, man.
I agree. Totally.
You know what? It's a privilege to talk sports with you every night, Dave. Talk sports with all the viewers out there. Don't be shy. I mean, hell, we got 16 live viewers right now. Chime in.
We'd love to hear from you. Sure.
Even if you're not a Sixer fan, I don't care if you're a Bucks, a Celtics fan. I got nothing but love for you. Okay.
Hey, Atlanta Hawks fan. What do we care?
Hell, I don't even care if you're a Houston Rocket fan. I don't give a damn. If you're a Clipper fan, let me know how you feel about getting that bum named Harden. Let me know.
Hey, you got him now. He's all yours.
Yeah, Houston had a problem. Sixers had a problem. Now, LA, you got a problem.
You forgot Brooklyn, too.
Oh, yeah, the Nets, he demolished that team, too.
Yes, he did.
Now you're stuck with Mr. Simmons. So have fun.
Hey, actually, Mr. Simmons isn't doing bad out there.
The funny thing is we really don't talk about him anymore. When he was here,
I was always a Ben guy. If you didn't know that by now.
Maybe I will. Maybe one time, just for the hell of it, I'll wear my Simmons jersey.
Hey, why not?
I'll wear it backwards, because he's a backwards cat. He's crazy. Yeah.
When does Brooklyn come to Philadelphia?
What? I don't even know. I'm looking at the schedule here because I do have it written down, Dave. I'll just go over the next 10 games here.
Okay.
Sunday, we have the Suns. Monday, we have the Wizards.
Okay.
Wednesday, we have the Celtics. Great game.
Ooh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a crazy night, Dave, because we got the Cowboys show. I got a college show, so I'm going to rely on you for that one because I'm going to be doing
another crazy night.
Yeah, welcome to Out of the Box, Dave. Pistons, Pacers. Now, this is crazy. Pacers back-to-back, home and away. It's crazy. Yep. And then we had the Celtics again, the Hawks. Okay, Brooklyn Nets, Dave, November 19th.
November 19th. There you go.
That is on a Sunday. Oh, shit. That's on a Sunday, Dave.
Ooh.
Well, it's Ben Simmons. He don't get a prime time. He gets a Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gets a Sunday prime time.
Good old Ben.
And then we have the Cavs following that one. So
there you go.
Good schedule coming up for us, and of course, Out of the Box. So, guys, listen, hey, we appreciate you timing in. Taking your time to listen to us on a beautiful. What is tonight? Thursday night, Dave? Yeah, Thursday night here.
Thursday night. Yep.
So, Dave, tomorrow night we do have a show coming up. How about you talk about this show tomorrow night?
The Atomic Drop podcast coming at you live tomorrow night. We have a special guest too. We have two special guests tomorrow night. Cindy and Destiny are going to come and join us tomorrow night for the Atomic Drop, talking wrestling, WWE, and Crown Jewel, which will be Saturday at 1:00, and we'll give our predictions. Should be a good time.
So is that what you guys are doing tomorrow night? The Crown Jewel prediction show? Huh?
Crown Jewel prediction show. Yeah, it should be fun.
Okay, so 10:30, guys, tomorrow night. Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Special guest Cindy and Destiny from Keep It Real podcast, talking all Crown Jewel prediction show. You don't want to miss that because we have two beautiful jewels joining us tomorrow night.
Looking forward to that. Talking to those ladies, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
And Dave, we do the Cowboys show once a week, correct? You and I, right?
Last I checked, yes.
Yeah, well, we're still doing it, Dave. We're relevant.
Yeah, we have, sure.
But the one thing is, Sunday, I know this is a Sixers show here, but Dave, we have to say one thing real quick to all our Philadelphia fans out there. We do love the Sixers, but we can't stand the Eagles, correct?
That is correct.
So, Dave, you know what? Here's the one thing I want to say to everybody out there. The 215, cold, ruthless, unfiltered, Eagles Cowboys this week. And I just want to say from the 215 boys personally, myself, Paul Spencer, that man right next to me, Dave Yarnell, the showstopper, it's time to beat that Eagle ass.
Yes, sir.
So you already heard it from us, guys. My name is Paul Spencer. That is Dave Yarnell, the showstopper. And we will see you Sunday night, Sixers postgame, the final score on Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. So, guys, until then, we'll see you later. Go Sixers and have a good weekend.
See you, everybody.